I pray for vision, I pray for wisdom, I pray for weapons against the system. I pray for freedom to free the victims, to heal the brain, no pain inflict them. I pray for real, I pray for real. I talk to God, then wait for real. Can't fake the fun, can't fake the feel. I pray for fun, I pray for real. I pray for y'all. I pray for vision, I pray for wisdom, I pray for weapons against the system. I pray for freedom to free the victims, to heal the brain, no pain inflict them. I pray for real, I pray for real. I talk to God, then wait for real. Can't fake the fun, can't fake the feel. I pray for fun, I pray for real, I pray for you.
Welcome to CYA Confessions of a Young Adult. I'm your main host, Minister Cedric Carter, that is, or just Ced or Cedric or whatever you want to call him. I got the calls, my man Eli or Elijah. I don't know which one we're going to get today. But how you feeling today, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I see you got you a cup of coffee. I guess you're running low on fumes, so hopefully that gives you some energy to bring forth a great show. But before we get started into our topics, I don't want to forget the scripture for the show, which is Matthew 7:12. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. For this is the law of the prophets. Man, it's been like 3 weeks, I believe, since we did our last show. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling
Yeah, you been watching some preseason basketball or anything?
not live, but I have watched a couple highlights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the big three with the Lakers play for the first time tonight. Unfortunately, we're going to miss that due to our production. Oh, unless they play at 9 or something like that. I don't know what time they play. But we got a lot of heavy stuff we're going to talk about on this show, and hopefully we can have a great show. So I'm sure you've heard about the shooting that happened at Mansfield Timberview, where the teenager, well, I guess we could say teenager, he shot 4 different people. He was in an altercation or a fight rather, and then boys gonna basically just start ringing off. 4 people got hit. Now you know in Texas, a law that was passed not long ago. As long as you're 18, you can conceal a weapon. You can have a weapon, and I feel like this is one of many cases that we're going to fall into. I think this is a very dangerous game. I pray that all that were struck by a bullet are okay. I know one person was in intensive care, but I believe he is still in care. He hasn't died or anything like that. And of course, the other 3 are in recovery. How do you feel about the whole situation, man? What would you do if you were at school next thing you know you start hearing pow, pow, pow?
Oh, we have. No, we used to do these drills in school, bro. And they used like the school shooters. I don't know if they still do it, but They should try to make it like so realistic, and I don't know if they just shoot like blanks, but they used to actually walk down.
I guess it gotta be
something, but they used to walk in the hallway and just
bullets.
you would hear gunshots and I'll be freaking out, but we know the drill at the end of the day. But if it was real, I know they tell you what they say: get under the desk, get from by any windows. Man, I'm out the window. I'm gone.
You can catch me there.
No way.
Yeah, I think it's crazy, man. There's been a couple of shootings that have happened just here recently, and I think it's Texas is so pro gun, whereas everybody should be able to have a gun to protect themselves or family, which to a degree I do agree. But at the same time, when there's people being irresponsible, why is an 18-year-old going to school, with a gun? I had a situation like that in my school when I was in high school where a gentleman brought a gun to school and they had to like shut the school down, all this stuff, go through their protocols until everything was clear or whatever. But I mean, just a little background on the situation. They say that it was reported that he was being bullied. He had got jumped a couple of days before, and stuff. He was a good kid, and that, he was being bullied about what he wore and stuff like that. But then I also heard that that's not true. That's not the case. That he was selling drugs. He got kicked out of a private school. So not that he was just, I don't want to say a bad student like that, but he didn't have the cleanest track record. That they were trying to paint this image on about him, and that he just innocently did this. So then he ends up shooting the people, and then he gets in the car, and he doing the dash. He doing the dash to get to the attorney's office, to the family attorney's office, which is wild. What do you think about all that, man?
First of all, bullying is a serious thing.
I agree.
And sometimes, especially when it leads to being jumped, it can make a kid fear for their life to the point where they want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? If a bullying can lead to suicide, which to me is the ultimate, there's no way I could kill myself. You know how hard that is?
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't doubt it that it will make you want to kill somebody else. That's much easier than me killing myself.
For sure.
So,
you think it's not much easier?
I think so. Just me personally.
Yeah.
I couldn't harm myself to the point where, I'm going to take my own life. But yeah, I can be pushed to that point to where I want to hurt somebody else. But I wouldn't kill nobody.
So as far as, our scripture is doing to us as you have them to you, Matthew 7:12, and I feel like in this instance that apply, especially with this situation, because too many times we have people mistreating people, and not everybody's going to respond to mistreatment the way we might respond, or the next person, or whoever might respond, because we don't know what that person's really dealing with deep down, and what they're going through up to the point that the bullying started happening. You don't know what people do. You know what I mean? So bullying is always unacceptable. Doing people wrong. The Bible talks about love thy neighbor, and that seems like the first thing we're doing. In this day and time, it's crazy just how far, like, man, all generations have done their crazy stuff, but I feel like it's just getting worse and worse. There's no discipline within the homes anymore with the children. There's no more respect. A lot of things are just missing, and it's allowing so much chaos and chaotic things to just happen over and over again. And he recently just got out on bond. the bond was $75,000. So the family obviously got money. Or they know people who got money who's able to just cough up.
They got 3% down. That don't mean they got 75.
Or 3% down, whatever. How much is 3% of 75,000?
Like three,
3,000?
almost 4,000.
4,000? Okay, so even then, a lot of people ain't got that just laying around.
No, for sure.
But I think it's wild, man. And I saw the picture where they had a coming home party. Like what do you call it? A homecoming party. Like after he got released on bond, and that was up in the news because that had a lot of people in the uproar. Like, man, he just shot people. I believe it was 2 teachers and a student. The one student that he was in the altercation with, and another student. That's the part that as a parent, if my child takes a gun up to the school, you know what I mean, like, and does something like that, how would you respond? One of your boys, you know what I mean, your boy go up to the school, you find out he's been bullying, shooting people. I mean, not shooting people. You find out he's been bullying, fighting, this and that. Then one day you get a call, he call you doing a dash on the way to the attorney's office. And what's your first response?
I'm gonna write it down for my kids. So if it came to the point he was shooting people, me knowing my kids, they would have had to do the most, especially for my youngest one, because he's so mellow, so chill.
Yeah.
So if it came to that point, I'm riding or dying. If he go down, I'll take responsibility.
Woman got nearly $5 million after the police killed her son. Now they say she used the cash to help provide guns for gangs. How outrageous is that?
I think she's looking at it for eye for an eye.
Then why don't she go kill him herself?
She ain't got the guts, man.
So So you put it in somebody else's hands, like, and why you going to buy?
Assassinate? She hiring assassins. She ain't playing. She wrong though.
No, it's. I agree, but just think about the. I don't know, man. I don't think I could ever have myself.
How much you think she got?
She got $5 million.
5.
And she spent. I don't think she spent all of it, but she spent some on.
Would you spend $5 million if your son was killed?
No.
I would.
To give guns to other people?
Not for that reason, just in general.
Well, they say that she definitely bought a 5-bedroom house on 5 acres.
That's what I'm not
And
doing.
that her lawyer says that he thinks that they're trying to paint a bad picture about her, and they're trying to retaliate against her because she won the settlement. And so they're trying to paint this picture like she's giving guns to people for gangs.
So they lying. So
she said at this point.
Well, for sure, but if she could prove, then that's defamation of character. Ain't it? Like that's another. She could be getting some more bread just for them lying and stuff like that. Yes, I don't, the whole gun thing is tricky to me. I believe you should be allowed to have a gun to protect your family and this and that, but just to
From what though?
Intruder breaking
Another
a gun. Or
You need a gun to protect you from another gun.
Oh yeah.
So if there
But
was
not
no
everybody
gun,
breaks in with a gun though.
then we got a fair fight.
Yeah, but
We
it ain't
going
gonna be a
fist to
fair
fist.
fight if
Oh, well.
ain't nobody thinking about throwing up. Ain't nobody thinking of chucking deuces, bro. Throwing up deuces when somebody.
Hey, if you bold enough to come in my house, you better be bold enough to fight me, bro.
You ain't finna go fight no. Your instincts gonna kick in, and you gonna be automatically on kill mode. If somebody just break in.
Oh man.
Who that in here?
Nah, I feel you.
Chucky deuces up. We finna box.
Nah, for real.
Oh, man.
I'm real.
I said,
Shooting is so lame to me, but I can't get with.
Next thing you know, you dead. All you wanted to do was box. He ain't trying to box.
I don't even want to box, bro. I don't even know why you're here right now.
Not for real though, but why you say guns are lame to you?
I've never been a fan of guns.
I remember you saying that some episodes back.
You said it on the show.
Yeah. Do you mind expanding on that?
He don't watch them in direct.
Story time. All right, one time. All right. So as a kid, my stepdad had a gun. One day he was fighting with my mother. They had their little altercation, and him thinking that he was hard with a gun in his hand. You know how man, I got my gun on real right now. He accidentally shot the gun off. Bullet bounced off the floor through our door, me and my brother's door. And where my brother was standing, it would have hit him in the head, but he came on the other side of the bed. Since then, I haven't been a fan of guns.
He hit your brother in the head?
No, he would have.
Oh.
If my brother would have kept standing in the same place. Where he was at. It's just too many accidents that can happen with a gun. But the bullet don't got a name.
It don't.
It'll go anywhere.
It don't. A fist ain't got a name either.
Yeah, it do.
You can beat somebody to death with a fist.
It got a radius. Your fist ain't gonna fly way over that 1,000 miles per hour.
Oh, that's a valid point.
It's gonna hit my radius. What I'm trying to hit.
That's a valid point. I think.
Bro, nunchucks are illegal. They are considered a deadly weapon. But we can carry guns. That don't make no sense to me.
So, brass knucks.
Brass knuckles are illegal.
Can't have a knife bigger than your hand, but shotgun, we good.
Yeah, they want an all-out war.
It don't make no sense to me, man.
No, they want you dead, not wounded.
Yeah, so if you got a gun, then they got a reason to pop off. I don't carry a gun.
That's true.
I think
That's all they trying to do. Like now, there will be no doubt
But now
that we
though,
saw a
but
gun.
now that
Everybody got one.
guns are legal, can police still use the? Oh, we thought he had a gun.
They will,
See what I'm saying?
because everybody gonna have one. It ain't even a question. Oh, he might not have had a gun.
But if he got a gun,
Nowadays-
now you can't shoot it because it's legal. So
He's
police
still
officer,
scared.
That's still a deadly
a
weapon.
police
still
officer
scared of his life.
will be breaking the law to shoot you just because you had a gun if carrying a gun is legal.
Unless he fear for his life. That's the tricky word right there. All you gotta say is, I fear for my
I
life.
get to go both ways. Since I'm okay with carrying a gun, it's legal. Now, if I see you and I'm fear for my life, I cap you too. Police officer, not.
You're not in the system though, bro. You don't work for the system.
They don't like that 'cause you're black.
You know, he worked for the government.
Matter, the law is the law. That's why you get police officers who, some of them do get convicted for some of the stuff they do on the street. Like we done had some of these cases, like the George Floyd thing. I mean, dude convicted. What he did was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so with the proper investigation and
Hold on now, George Floyd didn't have no gun.
Nah, but I'm saying it's just the same as if a police officer, even though they're the law enforcement, when they do stuff illegal, they can still be prosecuted just like anybody else.
No, yeah, they should be. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
Did y'all say he agreed with somebody? Did y'all record that?
Story time is over. I don't know.
10/12/2021 at 7:22. We got
I didn't
I mean,
realize
2021. We got on record Eli agreeing with somebody.
Dang.
Might be the first, might be the last.
You signed my shirt.
Most likely the last.
Most likely.
But yeah, the whole gun law, I think it's way too young for it. I think you should. You wanna know what's crazy? You can have a gun at 18 but can't drink alcohol until you're 21.
Thanks.
So you can be 3 years younger and have the access to take your own life or take someone else's life, but I gotta wait 3 years after I graduate just to intake in some alcohol beverages.
Mm.
How backwards is that? Why not make it as long as you're 18? You can smoke. You can. No, I think you can smoke at 18. Or did they changed it too? Okay, so everything that can harm your body, you gotta wait till you're 21. But if you're trying to get somebody out of there quick, you know what I'm saying, or just protect yourself or whatever, all you gotta do is be fresh out with the gown, you know what I'm saying, with the captain gown and all that, whoop de whoop, and you good to go. You go purchase your own gun. And I think that's some wild stuff, man. We in some crazy times. I won't say the last time because I wonder how long the last time's been said. You think they said like 40 years ago? We're in the last days.
They did in what's that, 1999?
Oh, when they didn't think
Boy,
what's his name was gonna convert over?
They thought 2000 was unreachable, boy. They didn't know what 2000 meant.
But yeah, man, I think that.
Rob, you remember 1999?
That's when what's his name? Dang. Back in the 99, what's that song? I can't think of the song.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think the gun laws is very it's wild, man. I think it's crazy. It don't make no sense to me. I can get a gun right out. Oh, excuse me. I can get a gun right out of high school, but I can't go buy some alcohol until I'm 21. And I got to show identification. I'm sure you got to show identification that you're 18 to get a gun, but that's just weird to me, man. But I don't know. Younger people aren't that good with responding to certain situations, and then to have a gun on them, I think that's just going. Think about the situation we talked about. That the shooting that happened in Deep Ellum. That was a bunch of young folks. That wasn't no older folks. That was young folks. Now that happened with young folks having access to have guns. Now I'm sure they ain't stupid enough to just go buy some guns and use those guns and you know what I'm saying, and have it traced back to them. But just the access to guns and young people just being able to just go in certain situations and just ring off shots, like I'm surprised it hasn't happened more than that. And just within the last 6 months, those are two big situations.
Mhm.
Deep Ellum, people got killed in Deep Ellum. Couple people died. People were wounded. Now you got the shooting that happened at Mansfield, Timberview. Then there was another shooting. Was it Garland? In Arlington or Garland?
Arlington.
There was another shooting that happened in Arlington. Young folks with guns. Where they getting these guns from? We don't know. But you see the
Let's be real, bro.
talk to me.
I'm gonna get killed. They flooding the streets right now with guns, man. We keep saying where these guns come from. These guns come from. Where did cocaine come from?
Yeah.
We know who putting the stuff here and where they putting it at and why. They putting it in certain places where they know it's gonna be effective, and they know who they want to get rid of. And if we ain't gonna get rid of ourselves, they gonna get somebody else to do it for us. A la COVID-19. I'm off my pedestal. Speaking of COVID-19,
That's why
this man said he was gonna get the booster shot.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Bro, you already gonna need a second booster shot because there's already a new strand out.
I just need to give me one every November.
Well, y'all gonna end up getting 30 shots. You already know they got COVID L1, right?
Man, you know, next year I'll get L2. No.
It's just gonna keep coming. You just gonna keep getting shots.
Hey, give me the flu shot and left
It ain't gonna never
vaccine,
end.
everybody,
It ain't gonna never end.
The flu sticker.
Yeah,
When's the last time you got a flu shot?
I get it every year. It's
I don't.
mandated.
I
And a
don't.
lot of places.
In some professions, you gotta have a shot.
The last shot I needed for a dog was meningitis. I haven't really heard about flu
It's so
shots.
contagious.
when we do Eli eulogy, we're gonna make sure.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah, man, you know, my dad, you know, man, you know.
Stop
it. Free.
Then you get to heaven, you're ready to go to the game.
I'll be like, come on then, Eli. Hey, vaccine right
What if you say you can't get to the pearly gates?
There's
She
no
get that
way.
vaccine.
There is no way.
God said, ain't playing.
Eli gonna be like, I thought it said it wasn't gonna send me.
I ain't even be able to. This is inappropriate. Y'all can't be degrading like this.
Everybody vaccinated in heaven. Ain't nobody.
No option of prayer. Everybody
This
else.
is inappropriate.
That was a good one, bro. Speaking of COVID-19, there's a big situation that's going on in the National Basketball Association.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, I believe they have 90%, last I checked, of all players, coaching staff, facility workers, all that stuff that are all vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And a huge story that's going on right now is the man Kyrie Irving, a well-known professional basketball player. He's really good, but he's known for being really good. But he's known as well for being outspoken.
Really good.
A
A man that won 18 games with no
a conspiracy
Really
theorist, and he speaks his mind. And you know he's against the getting the vaccination in the NBA, and
which he has a right to. Who, Kyrie?
Yeah.
I'm not a Kyrie fan.
I'm talking about when your partner is crying.
Because
No
the way you
vaccine
think.
I'm actually fully vaccinated, but I will not be taking a booster shot. It stops at 2.
The reveal.
And all they do is require 1. So
But he plays for the Brooklyn Nets, and the state of New York. You have to have a vaccination to be in any facility. If you're not vaxxed, you basically can't do nothing. Can't go to no concerts, can't do none of that stuff if you're not vaccinated. Well, professional settings, I guess. If you're
How
not
are they
vaccinated.
checking for these vaccinations? Though? That's what I want to
I'm
know.
guessing a vaccination card.
Yeah, they
Look.
have an HR.
They're gonna have to do something different. That's not gonna work for long. You know how people gonna lose their car?
Just put it in your wallet or something. But
Man,
needless
how many
to
times
say-
I done lost my social security card, my ID, my birth certificate? You think I'm gonna keep up with this?
Low key code 19 cars going in the hood for 25. I'm not speaking.
Stop.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nah, they probably are. Though. They probably are.
50 pop, you know, look vaccinated.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna start making cards that are similar to ID. They'll be able to scan it.
I think
It's like go to the back of your
I
drive.
think they gonna hit you with that.
Stop it.
I ain't even gonna say it.
That what? That shit.
Something like it.
Here we go.
Something like it.
I would love to hear you.
I'm not gonna say the actual chip, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be something close to it.
Well, there was another professional basketball player by the name of Andrew Wiggins who was on that road at first. He didn't want to be vaccinated. He actually tried to get an exemption.
Mhm.
I believe it was for religious reasons, if I'm not mistaken. The NBA denied it, and he was, contemplating if he should get the shot or not. Now he's playing, and because California is that way too, you got to be vaccinated to get into these professional settings and this and that. So he ends up getting the shot.
Mhm.
So because he
So who you
started
talking about
Andrew
now?
Wiggins
Andrew, okay, yeah.
because he started losing money,
Mhm.
and Kyrie Irving on the other hand is basically standing on all 10 and saying I'm not getting it. So now a report came out today that Kyrie Irving will not be participating in any practice. Basically, he ain't gonna be with the team at all until he could be a full participant.
I think they're gonna trade him.
Ain't nobody gonna take that. True. You know at least about
That's
the
true.
season.
That's true. Ain't
He
nobody
gonna need at least a 2 weeks to a month break just off of.
I mean, unless you can go to a team where you don't need to be fully vaccinated, then you only miss games in New York and Cali. Then you can go
No,
back to
Canada, you gotta be vaccinated.
You want to play a clip?
Yeah, let's play the clip of Kyrie Irving speaking about on why he chooses not to get vaccinated or whatnot. We have the video for you right now.
To keep that stuff private, man. I'm a human being first, and obviously living in this public sphere, there's just a lot of questions about what's going on in the world of Kyrie, and I think I just would love to just keep that private and handle it the right way with my team and go forward together with a plan. So, obviously I'm not able to be present there today. But that doesn't mean that I'm putting any limits on the future of me being able to join the team. And I just want to keep it that way. So we can keep that private. And if anybody has any further questions about that, please, it'd be the same response. I would like to keep that private.
People are speculating about circumstances you have and that you're not going to be available to your team and that kind of thing. And just why don't you want to clear that up to some extent?
Yeah, please respect my privacy. Next question.
As in fans too? They will also want to know, not just us.
Yeah, next question. So I know that the focus has to be at an all-time high, no distractions. And this was the last thing I wanted to create was more distractions or more hoopla, more, drama around this. So I'm doing my best to maintain with good intentions, a good heart, putting God first, and then, being able to trust the people around me and trust that I can communicate how I'm feeling and then we make something great happen. So.
Now, we've heard from the great Kyrie Irving. How do you feel about his response to, which to a degree I do agree because that's a HIPAA law. Like, I ain't got to tell you why I ain't vaccinated. I ain't got to tell you this and that. If I choose to not do it, you have the right to release me or trade me or fire me or whatever. You know what I mean? but I don't have to tell you why I don't want to get the shot. Now, what you choose to do with that information is on you. But at the same time, I think it's easier for someone who's rich and who's made hundreds of millions of dollars already. It's way easier for them to do that type of stuff than just for the regular civilian who's maybe living paycheck to paycheck, or they have a little wiggle room, but they still are able to make such a decision like that within the profession. A lot of jobs are firing people if you ain't got vaccinated. I believe in all hospitals you got to be vaccinated now. Just to work.
By November 22nd.
Yeah, by November 22nd or whatever it is, you have so much time to get vaccinated, or they basically can fire you because you can't work. So
Biden is actually trying to change that.
what are your thoughts on Kyrie?
It's going to do the exact opposite.
On Kyrie?
Well, he said he's
just
not going to make
because
it to where anybody can change it. He's trying to change it to where individual states can make a decision. He wants everybody to be on one decision, which I agree with, because we can't say, we stand divided we fall, but over here you got to be vaccinated, over here you don't, over here you got to be full. No, that's too much.
Yeah, because only 25 states this time has a statewide mandate.
So he's trying to make it to
So the
where
states that
you
don't
cannot
are
say you are
Florida,
required.
Florida, Texas, I don't know the other five rather. I know Florida doesn't. I know Texas doesn't. I can't think of the other states off the top of my head right now. But I understand where he's coming from. But
But what do you think though? Like, I mean, I heard KD speak on it.
I think he getting tired of it.
Yeah, they're gonna be politically correct on the media, but do you think this is like ticking his team members off?
For sure.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
done more than
supposed
just
to be
this.
like they big three, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Well, for sure, because he's at the end of the day, he has a right to do what he feels he has, the right to do, which he does. That's his right. But at the same time, when your profession is involved with collaboration and energy and togetherness to become a team, and you have an outlier basically who doesn't want to be a part of the team, or just refuses, or won't even make the necessary sacrifice so we can become a team. At some point, I mean, it don't matter how good friends you are. Yeah. At some point, you're gonna get tired of someone being selfish.
To win the chip, right?
Yeah.
All these other teams piling up and doing what they do.
How dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Because
what religion is Kyrie? Let's think about this. He is a religion that absolutely does not believe in injecting his body in no way, no circumstance. Although he does have tattoos, Kyrie.
Which don't make no sense.
He does not believe in that at all. So I mean,
he's a Muslim.
How do you say respect your religion?
He converted to Islam, so it was like
to Islam. Yeah, he converted.
Because he wasn't born in it, there's a past for his tattoos because his past life. Now, if he were to get more, they'll kind of contradict his.
Oh, you talking about the tattoos? No, I'm talking about him not wanting to get vaccinated. His religion strictly revokes that. So, do we respect the religion, or we want to say, forget the religion? You got a job to do.
Oh my bad. I think I believe you should respect the religion as well, but at the same time, you.
Is it a debate because he's out on his own? Because whenever it was a Black Lives Matter protest,
everybody moving.
It seems like it's a debate now because now his decision is affecting more people. It's affecting the money. It's affecting the team. These guys thought they were putting this team together so they could go for a chip. And now, Kyrie not there, they're going to be limited. Just point blank. It's not, you know what I mean?
They'll still be really good.
But they're not going to go.
But as far as making it further than the second of the conference finals, I think that the only way I can see that happening is if KD and James Harden is playing absolutely out of their mind. But even if that, it's still going to be extremely tough to do. So not only you have to remember, Kyrie has a track record of basically being selfish. I might say, if you remember, just last year,
Personal reasons.
he informed his coach, team members, and basically the general manager, whoever it was, through text message. But then a couple of days later, a video came out of him celebrating his sister's birthday. But he was out for personal reasons.
How long, with that being said, what happened last season, what happened right now, how long do you think before nobody wants Kyrie on the team?
Man, he's just too gifted to just.
Yeah, but he's not even playing though.
Stop it.
That's millions of dollars.
He's not that good.
Roster, you know, he could be another player.
As an individual,
He's individually good. I do not think he's a good team
player.
player.
No,
He's not a good team
he's not a good team player.
But it's very few good team players.
Yeah, as he's a
They
very
can win
good.
more than 18 games.
No, I mean, I'm with you.
I mean, I don't know, because like I said, Andrew Wiggins was fighting that battle as
Oh,
well.
wow, yeah.
But then the money started. He started losing a couple checks, started getting fined, and it's like, whoa.
Andrew already did Uncle Drew in the movie.
Yeah, and now he's fully vaccinated. Now he can play in all the home games and the road games. And you got to think as well. Think about how bad this was going to be. Kyrie wasn't going to be able to play in New York, so you get all practices, home games. So it's 81 games. No, it's 81 games in the regular season. 40, whatever half of that is 81 is. What's that? 45.
I thought it was 83 games.
It's 83. Did they put it
I
up?
don't know. 80 something.
It's
81, 82.
it's 81. What did the Bulls go? 72 and 9. Yeah. So what's 70?
82.
Yeah. So 82 games. So half of those games are gonna play at home. So you can wipe those games out. You can wipe out Toronto because that's what 3 games. It's 82 games. So you got to think about a lot of states that they're going to. He's not even going to be able to play those games as well. So
Ain't that the NBA rule? It's not the New York rule. It's the NBA rule.
it's an NBA rule, but
It's New York.
it's a New York rule. Yeah, these are just state rules that in order to.
Individual.
and-
But that will mean also that's going to open up a lot because you got all these players who didn't disclose whether they were vaccinated or not. So when they
I'm sure the league offers if they
teams,
playing, they vaccinated.
go play teams like New York and you don't see them show up.
That means they're not vaccinated.
Start assuming that,
He's not
remember
vaccinated.
LeBron never said if he was vaccinated.
No, LeBron did come out and
Did
say
he
he
come
was
out and say
vaccinated
it?
when they were
Oh,
doing the what do you call it? Media day. He did say he got vaccinated. But he didn't advocate for others to either go or to not get it.
Yeah.
And he kind of caught some backlash for that. But he did say he got it to, because it was the best thing to do for his family, friends around him, and, being a part of a team and this and that. It's just a sacrifice you got to make.
So now Kyrie is vaccinated.
Yeah, Kyrie is vaccinated now because
Oh.
he refuses to not get the shot. I don't know, man. I don't know. He should have the right to do something, but a law is a law, and you got to follow the law at the end of the day.
Unless the law is ungodly.
Do you feel like having people
We need to
that?
open up a whole new conversation.
I know.
That's what it said.
I'm not.
If the law goes against God, you ain't got to follow that law.
That's a good topic.
That is a good topic, but
Because some would say otherwise.
yeah.
I mean, there's countries out here that just won't let God in, period. You're going to
So-
be like, oh, I'm over here. I don't believe in God.
So
No
let-
more.
So let me ask you a question, Eli. If you had the money that Kyrie Irving has, right? Were you ever against vaccination at any point? All right. So if you had the money that Kyrie Irving had, you put yourself in the same situation that he's in. Do you think you would follow his path, or you would eventually? Because he,
Nah, I would have got fully vaccinated. I love basketball too much.
because he could lose upward of $30 million by not playing this year. That's something. I don't care how rich you are. $30 million is something.
Kyrie got enough money right now to retire. He got shoes. He got clothing brand. This man don't need that.
I wonder what does that do for endorsements? Because he's endorsed by Nike. He has his own shoe. I wonder what Nike is saying or anything like that. Because
they won't drop it until the sales drop. If they can't see it in sales, they don't care.
yeah,
But if they start seeing it in sales, is if it's apparel, the shoes, then somebody will reach out and say something. But he might be one of those dudes that I'm challenging Kyrie right now to say, all right, if he is for real and he that serious about the vaccine, then let me see what he gonna do. Let me see if this is gonna be a brother that stand up for his rights all the way out and be done with it, just be willing to give basketball up completely because he refused to get vaccinated. Because what makes me mad or what bothers me in a situation like this is when these brothers come out so strong about how they feel about something and then they break. Because the message that you're saying at that point is, man, how important the money is, you know what I mean? And so now, all these people follow you because they feel like, oh man, my voice man standing his ground, he's standing his ground. Then when they see that money break you, now everybody who had your back, they start to see at that point, oh man, at some point, no matter what we believe in, we're gonna all have to just give in if it's related to this, that, and the third. So I want to see if he's gonna be a dude that's gonna just stand his ground the whole time and just be done with basketball.
so you saying he should just retire?
I'm
If
saying
he
if
feels
he's
this
required to
strongly.
be vaccinated
Mhm.
and he not gonna do it because that's how he feel, I want to know, is he actually gonna pull a freaking Rosa Parks? You know what I mean? I ain't getting up. I want to know.
So
man.
No, I definitely
You
think
think
he
he'll-
tries to just want to make it a stand. Because that's how he is on,
Yeah,
Well, a lot
He
of
just
different
making a
areas
stand for a little while, though.
social media.
nah, I think he's gonna
be
go all the
on
way
some
through
type
with
of
it,
I
man.
think he gonna ride it out.
I mean, unless he gets
If
to
he does that, then I'm gonna commend him and I'm gonna believe.
I don't think that rule will
Sincerity.
stand very long.
what?
Now you might be right.
Requiring vaccination.
But I think why I think it gotta stand though? Because if it doesn't, how many lawsuits are there gonna be for people who got the vaccine that didn't want to just so they wouldn't lose their job in the NBA? Like then you start suing the NBA for millions of
How you
dollars.
gonna sue them for? They ain't forcing them to get that vaccine at the end of the day.
Yeah, but people figure out ways
That's
to
what
have
they'll
lawsuits
say,
and all this.
I feel pressure.
Yeah, my family was at
It was a
stake, I was
financial
trying to-
burden if I didn't do this.
Yeah.
Type thing. No.
I mean, somebody will pick that lawsuit up. Somebody do that.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Especially if you were one of the people that was, that publicly, stated, man, you feel uncomfortable, just like you talk about your boy Wiggins and all of that. And you might have a serious lawsuit.
Yeah, for sure.
If they break that. So I don't know if they want to. I think Kyrie might be on the island by itself. It might be cheaper to leave him where he at. You know what I mean? Then reverse the role because who else is complaining about it? Like big superstars. Who else have we heard of that's not going to play because of the vaccine?
I agree with that. Do I have anything else to say regarding that topic? No. So I want to do. I forgot to talk this over with you. Well, we did talk about it. But no. Ain't no videos or nothing like that. So I got some fun questions I want all of us to do. So instead of, do you have any beans you want to spill this week?
No.
No? Okay, so I don't either. To God be the glory. Everything. Do y'all have any beans y'all would like to spill? Chilling. Ever? All right. So do you mind this or do you want? Okay, so I got some fun questions I want us all to do and answer, and we ain't gonna go one by one. I'm gonna ask the question, y'all can answer it, and then we'll just. I think it's some fun that we can do, just so the audience can get to know us a little bit better, get to learn our personalities and what we like, what we do, what we don't do, what we won't do, what we will do. I know that was a lot, right?
I was just thinking about Eli with every question you had.
Oh, all right. So
Like,
so this is just some some fun questions I have that we're going to do. And those who are watching the show, feel free to answer these questions as well. And we'll try to read them all in the comment section. So my first question is, what is the dumbest way you've ever injured yourself? I'll start first. I don't remember what age I was, but my mama told me I learned how to do backflips off the swing, right? When I first learned, I went back to the church. Mama, I know how to do a backflip off the swing. So, a couple of days go past or whatever. And I told her, Mama, my friends are going to the park. Like, we're finna ride the bikes up to the park. We'll do, what I'm saying? First thing Mama said, boy, you better not go up there doing no backflips off the swing. So, little did I know, I take my butt right up to the park with my friends. Everybody doing backflips, and it gets to my turn to do a backflip. Then I do a backflip, I land face first, straight on the dirt and ground. Ever since that day, I've had a deviated nasal septum in my nose. So basically, that means I have a crooked nostril. And that is one of the dumbest ways I've ever injured myself. Not listening to my mama and doing a backflip off the swing and landing face first. And you wanna know what's crazy? This is what I call disciplining your kids. That Sunday coming up, we got picture day at church. Mama still made me take pictures with all the scars on my face and a Band-Aid on my face. I couldn't miss school. I still went to school with Band-Aids on my face. All that. And I was getting talked about. Kids gonna be kids. So that was one of the dumbest ways I've ever injured myself. What is one of the dumbest ways y'all have injured yourself?
I haven't really had too many injuries. So y'all want to go? I gotta think.
I don't know. I'm clumsy. I injure myself every day, so it's daily.
All right. So what is one that you say like, man, Emma, what are you doing? What are you doing? We talk to ourselves sometimes. I ain't have no business doing that. What is one that you say like, man, I don't make no sense?
Man, I'll tell you what, it wasn't a dumb injury, but it was what I did after the injury.
Oh my God. So what happened?
So I remember Bob used to hoop at Keith Park every Sunday. You just couldn't win. Man, I'm like, I like the ball. We hoop every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And man, we was out there going hard, bro. And somebody threw me a pass. And I remember, because you just be so suave on the court, just let it be known this is not a joke.
Yeah.
So, I caught the pass like just one hand in the sky, and I was going out, right? But when I caught the pass, it hit my finger and popped it, and it broke my finger like right on court. Right in the middle of it. Yeah. You know how you be in emotion, something hurt, but you don't know it's broken time.
Because that adrenaline going crazy.
Yeah, I caught that, and the adrenaline was still rushing, was going, blase. Went down court, did my thing, so I went through, but then after the game, man, I came to the side to see about my finger was broken, them up, and just hanging like that. And so, man, we were just like in the second game in, and we were
just hooping,
so, man, I had the ice cream truck that came in, and I bought 2 popsicles, and I took the sticks, and I put a finger, and I wrapped them. I wrapped my finger up, man, and we kept on balling, and I never did go into the doctor to get my finger fixed. So so my finger messed up. It stayed like that.
Oh man.
Amber. Bro, that was I told you the stupidest thing I did.
Yeah, that's a stupid one. But that's the stuff that boys would do though. You don't want to miss no runs, especially if you win it, because if you get off the court, you ain't getting back on.
So
10-game week.
You got any?
No, I do not.
All right. So the next question is, if you could change your name, what would you change your name to and why?
Romero. Romero Sebastian.
Oh.
I've always loved the name Sebastian because I like the nickname Bash.
So Romero or
It's Romeo with a little Spanish.
So he's
Spanish R.
Okay. So say it again for the audience.
Romero.
Yes.
Romero Sebastian.
She knows about Sebastian though, but
okay.
the other came up with last night.
I've always wondered, like, if my name wasn't Cedric, like, what would it be? You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what my name would be. I would be Reggie,
Reggie.
the third,
That's your dad.
and my brother.
Oh, okay. So he's second. But I'm saying if you could choose, so if you could choose, it would be Romero Sebastian.
Yeah.
I don't know what. If I could change my name, it would probably be like some funny stuff.
Yeah,
like it'll probably.
I know what mine. I just can't say it.
It'll probably be on like some that like were like it wouldn't be inappropriate, but it like people be like, "Is that really your name?" You know, like you go to school and the teacher like be like, "Is that really your name?" Yeah, that's really my. It would be a name like that, but I don't know exactly what I would. I don't know.
Man, you gonna ask these questions? You're supposed to have an answer already.
I know, but I wanted to do it off the cuff because I know y'all would be off the cuff as well. So I didn't want to already. It would be something like I have a love for like
Weiner spelled like wiener.
Oh my god.
Weiner.
And then would that be your last name or your first?
I know, right? It would be something funny.
Would it be Cedric Weiner or would it be Weiner Potter?
Nah. It'll probably be probably like around the lines of like what he did. I got a love for like
Boy,
the
you would be
Spanish culture.
embarrassed every first.
I got a love for the Spanish culture and stuff like that. So whatever, or something like really like those Jamaican names or something like that. It'll be something like that where it's like it got that ring to it. Like what's the name of the dude that Black Panther? What was the name of the movie?
I've never seen Black Panther. I've never seen Black Panther. Never. I like superhero movies.
Man, that's a good one. But what's his name in the movie?
Bro, we got names. I make producer look up. You somebody
the Black Panther, the main actor.
I know you're talking about.
Black Panther.
Chadwick is. I know this is.
Mostly, yeah. It says Black Panther.
Okay, well, whatever. But it'll be something like that
So
where
it's supposed to be Michael B. Jordan.
It got a good ring to it. It's not right at the top of my head, but I can't think of it. Like it's not coming out.
Michael B. Jordan's name was Eric Killmonger.
Yeah, but
he's in the present. So.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Black Panther's name.
As Black Panther.
He was supposed to. Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be the original Black Panther, but he didn't want to be the main character.
Oh, well, what's the main character?
Yeah, she was asking why Michael B. Jordan's name came.
I mean, that was his name.
I told y'all Google don't know.
That's what he was. He was Black Panther. That's what his name.
That guy from Get Out, his name was
Wakabi, okay. T'Challa. His name was T'Challa. It would be something like that.
See, come on now.
It was T'Challa. I put up on Google. I know. What?
T'Challa what?
T'Challa, I don't think it had a. Oh, here it goes.
Although it does have it in IMDb.
Yeah, it was just T'Challa. It would be something like that where it's like, oh, you got cool name.
You would get ate up.
That's fine. That's cool. And I'm coming right back.
Nah.
Be like every time you like out of sneeze. Excuse me.
That's right. That's
Bless
cool.
you.
All right, so last question because it's 7:59.
Oh,
what is one of your favorite quotes from a movie that you can name off the top of your head? And mine is because I got a 6-year-old kid, and he does this every time I get home. When I wake up, I know exactly what he's doing. So if you remember in the movie Friday, when Craig is in the refrigerator and Pops come in and say, every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. I ain't gonna say the next part,
Right.
but that's one of my favorite parts of any movie because it reminds me of my son. I know I can hear him when he wake up going right in the kitchen, right in the refrigerator.
I can't either.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I can say it. It don't make you, because this was well before all that. And my favorite, all I gotta do is tell you what movie's from, and you'll know it.
Okay.
My favorite quote is from New Jack City.
Oh.
When there wasn't no one.
Yeah,
I know.
I know.
It was brutal.
Go look it up on New Jack City. That's Robinson's. When Nino walks in, and that's Robinson's. You got one?
Yeah, but
What is it, Eli?
What is it? You said you just said
it's
words.
from Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay, so what is it?
It's the joke the little kid said.
What is the joke? What is the joke you said?
Give a little hint.
You know the joke, man.
I don't know the joke.
All right, it's the joke. I got two actually. I'll say one that's a little more appropriate.
Okay.
From what's the name of the movie? Life.
Like,
When they went into the restaurant to get some pie.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want some pie. She was like, well, I don't have nigga pie.
Oh.
Sweetheart.
What? We can't say that?
No, sir.
All right.
I thought you been
Joke
saying
over.
baby.
Joke over.
Joke over. Shout out, man. We got here, man.
Well, thank you all for tuning in to CYA Confessions of a Young Adult. Thank you all for tuning in so much. But we had a very informational about the school shootings and about the COVID vaccinations. I feel like we had a great show today, and then we ended it with a good questionnaire. Do not forget the scripture for the show, which is Matthew 7:12. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you, for this is the law of the prophets. And the young people turn, if you want respect, please give respect to me. That's all we have. I'm your main host, Minister Cedric Carter, or Cedric Carter, that is. And I got my man, Elijah.
You already said my name, dog.
Yeah. I thought you was going to repeat it. That's what you Yeah, you know me do the song.
I'm just a caller.
For those who we about to be out, man.
But that's all we have, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back this Peace and love. Hey.